Welcome children. Today we will discuss the chapter Classification. Let's start with a few biological terms. What is classification? Classification is basically the process of categorizing things on the basis of properties. So in biology, the process of grouping the living things on the basis of their similarities and their separation on the basis of differences is called classification. Species. It is the lowest category in classification. Organisms within a species can breed among themselves to produce offspring. Some more related terms are prokaryotic organisms. These are primitive organisms that lack nuclear membrane. Eukaryotic organisms. These are the organisms that possess a true nucleus, that is, a nuclear membrane surrounds the nuclear material. Some more definitions. Unicellular organism. A unicellular organism consists of a single cell. An organism that is made up of many cells is said to be multicellular. Autotrophs. They are the organisms that can produce their own food. Heterotrophs are organisms that cannot produce their own food. Instead, they take nutrition from other sources, mainly other plants and animals. The next heading is two-kingdom classification. Long back in the 18th century, Carolus Linnaeus classified all living organisms into two kingdoms, Plantae and Animalia. Kingdom Plantae includes all plants, whereas Kingdom Animalia includes all animals. But this two-kingdom classification was found inadequate as it could not differentiate between unicellular and multicellular organisms, between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, and also between autotrophic and heterotrophic organisms. In 1969, a five-kingdom classification was proposed by R. H. Whitaker. These five kingdoms are as follows: Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae, and Kingdom Animalia. Children, do refer to the schematic representation of five-kingdom classification given in figure 2.2 on page 25. That will give you a clear picture about the categorization of organisms into five kingdoms on the basis of their cell structure, body organization, and mode of nutrition. Let's begin with Kingdom Monera. It includes organisms like bacteria, blue-green algae, also called cyanobacteria, and mycoplasma. All these organisms are prokaryotic in nature. Some, like bacteria and blue-green algae, have cell walls, whereas others, like mycoplasma, lack cell walls. Blue-green algae and some bacteria are autotrophic, whereas mycoplasma and most bacteria are heterotrophic. Let us study the member bacteria in detail. Bacteria are the simplest and most primitive organisms first discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Bacteria are microscopic, unicellular, prokaryotic. Most of them lack chlorophyll and multiply by fission. According to the shape, they are of three types: bacilli or rod-shaped bacteria, cocci or spherical-shaped bacteria, and spirilla or spiral-shaped bacteria. Shapes of different types of bacteria are shown in the diagram. Bacteria can both be harmful and useful. Harmful bacteria. Harmful bacteria can cause diseases like cholera, diphtheria, pneumonia, tetanus, and tuberculosis in humans. It can also cause plant diseases like black rot in cabbage and fire blight in pears. Some anaerobic bacteria, that is the bacteria that do not require oxygen for their growth, they produce toxin in improperly canned food and cause a rare disease called botulism. Bacterium Salmonella, found in contaminated meat and eggs, causes a severe digestive disease. Bacteria also spoils milk if it is not boiled. Useful bacteria. Most importantly, bacteria help in decaying of dead plants and animals. They play an important role in carbon and nitrogen cycle. They also play an important part in digestive process of animals. In humans, it breaks down food and also makes certain vitamins like vitamin B12. In grass-eating animals, bacteria inside the stomach break down cellulose and help in milk production. Bacteria in industry. Bacteria are used for curing of cheese, tobacco, and tea. The flavor of these substances depend upon the type and degree of fermentation and putrefaction that it undergoes. Next is production of vinegar. Aerobic bacteria like Acetobacter converts ethyl alcohol into acetic acid. Acetic acid is nothing but the vinegar. Formation of curd. Bacteria named Lactobacillus promotes curd formation by converting the lactose of the milk into lactic acid. Production of fuel. The solid waste of cattle is converted into methane, an inflammable gas and a valuable fuel. Tanning of leather. Tanning is a process of converting animal skin into leather that prevents the leather from decaying, decomposition, and oxidation. Retting of fibers. Retting is a process which facilitates separation of fibers from the woody tissue of the stem. Bacteria are used for making antibiotics like streptomycin and tetracycline. It also has a role in nitrogen fixation. Certain bacteria present in root nodules of leguminous plants convert nitrogen of air into nitrates that can be utilized by the plants for their growth. Plants cannot use the atmospheric nitrogen. The root nodules are shown in the diagram. The second kingdom in the five kingdom classification is Kingdom Protista. Members include unicellular alga, diatoms, and protozoans. Some of the general features of the organisms belonging to this kingdom are: all these organisms are unicellular and eukaryotic, but they are either autotrophic, as in algae and diatoms, or heterotrophic, as in protozoa. Amoeba has pseudopodia, Paramecium bear cilia, and Euglena bear flagella for locomotion. Respiration and excretion takes place by diffusion. Reproduction is by binary or multiple fission. Now let's study amoeba in particular. As we already know, children, amoeba is microscopic, single-celled, and eukaryotic. They have irregular shape and possess pseudopodia or the false feet. Amoeba feed on bacteria, small algae, and other small organisms. It engulfs the food particles with the help of pseudopodia, as you can see in the top right diagram on the slide. Amoeba has no special excretory organ. The undigested food is excreted out by the process of diffusion from the general body surface in surrounding water. Contractile vacuole collects, move, come in contact with plasma membrane and burst to release the waste material into the surrounding. The steps are shown in the diagram below. Respiration, that is exchange of gases, also occurs by the process of diffusion. Locomotion. Locomotion takes place by pseudopodia. The movement is called amoeboid movement. Amoeba reproduces by binary fission in usual case and by multiple fission during unfavorable condition. The processes of binary fission and multiple fission are well explained in the diagrams. Children, this is all for today. The remaining part of the chapter will be discussed in the next video. Till then, thank you.